Dear delegates and dear organizers of this fine conference, first of all, I want to thank you so very much for offering me an opportunity to speak at this important endeavor. I'm delighted because BioEconomy says exactly what it is. It's about using natural resources in an economic way. It tells us that we should change unsustainable energy flows to the eternal flows that nature offers. And it tells us to mimic nature and its huge ecological cycles, for instance, by recycling. However, many sustainability aspects cannot be expressed in terms of flows or any type of economy. Examples are our need to humanize society to make it socially sustainable. Other examples are that certain flows should not move in cycles but be phased out. Sustainability principles tell us. And other examples are management routines of ecosystems. For instance, avoiding microerosion from too heavy machinery, for instance, in agriculture. So systems thinking put at service of sustainable development tells us that we require universal and robust operational principles for the full scope of sustainability. And just imagine what we could do with such a definition. We could put any organization, planning endeavor, or topic in context of full sustainability. We could design stepwise strategies to get there. We could deal with trade-offs in a rational way because we know exactly where we want to go. So instead of comparing evils in the short term, we could evaluate various options after their capacity to help us move systematically, stepwise, towards sustainability. We could calculate sustainable resource potentials for different technological systems, since we know what sustainability is. And not the least important, we could cooperate systematically across boundaries and across borders of different sectors, for instance, because we could then have a shared universal definition of sustainability. The fact is that if we want to take high-hanging fruit in different sectors, traffic, energy, agriculture, forestry, spatial planning, the social capital with its key element, trust, it is important, of course, that those changes and those heavy investments are sustainable together. How can we ensure that expensive investments in any of those sectors can become sustainable together unless we have universal principles by which this can be assessed? The answer is that that would not only be difficult, it is impossible. Today, after a 25 years consensus process, such a framework exists. So we have a framework which is based on robust operational principles for the full scope of sustainability. And it is equipped with guidelines by which any organization, regardless of activities or scale, can put itself in context of that full scope of sustainability and move there stepwise, while improving on bottom line business by avoiding a number of problems that other organizations will run into who do not see the full scope and the dangers of defending old-time practices rather than being proactive. And not the least important for this conference, this framework is used since long in science to demonstrate how various kinds of concepts and tools like modeling, simulation, life cycle assessments, various kinds of economic frameworks, what exactly they do with regard to the full scope of sustainability and our transitions in that direction, and what they do not do, therefore calling for complementary tools and concepts. And we are right now designing a research program by which we are going to more systematically assess various kinds of economic concepts and tools and economic frameworks. So it would be an honor to cooperate with anybody at this conference if you would like to explore this opportunity together with us. If you would like to ask some questions, you could ask Uti Ugas from the Natural Step Finland, who is going to deliver a keynote. She's obviously there. And so is also Catherine Riley. You could also Google the Framework for Strategic Sustainable Development or the Natural Step. Finally, I just want to congratulate you again for attending the conference, and I wish you all the best luck with the proceedings. Thank you so much again, and goodbye.